Are we live?
We're live.
We're live!
We're live!
Finally!
Finally!
Johnny Blaze has come back to the
Burning
Burning
Truth.
Truth.
He's arrived.
See? You got your own special entrance.
Exactly.
I'm humbled.
You're humbled. Ladies and gentlemen, the bloke in the pink Chris Travis t-shirt, the man who breaks all walls,
And
1
furniture.
through to 4,
And furniture.
and furniture.
He now lives in a shed because his house has fallen down because he's broken all the walls.
It is Johnny the Thunder Bastard Blaze.
Word.
Yeah, Thunder Bastard works.
Thunder Bastard.
Yeah, it does.
I do
We're
art.
sticking to it.
Across from me is the
About
malicious, the bitter, the eater of worlds and countries.
And pies.
Countries! I'm not a monster.
People have not seen you at feeding time.
I
A
am not
fucking
a
endangered
monster.
species around you. If we go in a service station, it has to be at either 11 o'clock at night or 3 o'clock in the morning. Because if we don't go in when anyone's there, the rest of the station is in danger.
True.
Because it is fucking like a black hole. Anything that's around him comes into the vicinity of the hungry Matthias Bernicus.
And I thought I was going to get away with that one.
The
Never
hungry
again.
hippo Matt Burns.
Fuck off, you prick. And across from me, and I'm going to hate doing this now, but I'll do it because I am a professional, is the man, the myth, the legend, Nathan Goff.
Okay.
So 2 out of 3 of us got quite spectacular introductions there.
And one of them got his usual entrance. I gave him a good one last week.
Oh, right.
You know, it's quite...
Shame we couldn't be this week either.
No. Fucking don't get to it with yourself as a guest here. I've got to keep up appearances. I'm the arsehole in this
let me
relationship.
guess, let me guess. Let me guess. I just get it once a year.
Yeah, it's like Christmas.
Everybody gets
And
one.
your sex life. They all come once a year.
Fucking
I'm
hell,
Jew,
revealing
I'm
the
Jew.
big secret here is Kyle Santa Claus.
Kyle? Don't you mean...
No, his brother is not Santa Claus.
Brother. It's not my brother.
Is your brother Santa Claus?
He is not my brother. He's... Really? Are we going down this road?
In all fairness, if you look at Johnny Blaze's beard today,
People would start asking questions and start putting two
No,
and two
I'm
together.
safe to say that I am not Santa Claus for the simple reason.
Oh, wait,
Santa
wait,
was
wait.
not besmirched
Wait.
with the ginger gene.
However, you have been a Santa Claus before.
Nope, lies.
Yes, you have.
There is no video proof. Lies.
Pardon?
Lies.
You have heard of the internet, haven't you?
Lies.
Not lies. There is video footage of it.
Anyway,
But anyway, moving on.
tell your not brother to bugger off and stop distracting me.
You mean my cousin?
That's the one.
Right.
whichever one of you
Cousin,
fucking is.
cousin, brother. You might as well be from Dudleyville. It's all the same bloody thing.
People can say that about you and Snitsky.
It's not his fault.
Yeah, but it doesn't exactly how that is growing the beard exactly the same way.
He don't wrestle as good as Snitsky.
No. Which he then states that isn't his fault either.
Right.
But moving on.
So,
Anyway, if
we are the start of a new season.
We are.
This is the reboot of the year. This is where dreams are made, superstars come in, new people are born, old superstars get put out of the JTG closet and onto the ND fucking pile.
Wasteland.
For a minute then, I thought you were going to more or less mention the old Yalla comment, take him to the woodshed and just release.
So, WrestleMania's been, it's gone. Some of us got to watch it live. Some of us didn't get to watch it live.
Yeah.
Someone kept his word and spoilt the first match.
Correct.
Someone didn't spoil the first match, but nonetheless would have done if he'd had the opportunity.
Oh, I spoilt the first match. He was very lucky because I
However-
was pissed
however-
to Fuck
Oh,
that
he was,
night.
he was.
I could have ruined all the
However,
matches for him.
however, the match he did spoil was the one I wanted to know about the most.
There you go then.
So,
So,
match.
The ladder match.
the ladder match. Awesome match. Well, it was a ladder match,
Well,
so therefore it was everything you
We're
could
not going
expect.
to hit that review first.
I assume you've caught up with us, haven't you? Since you've last been here. I, 2 weeks ago, pulled out the prediction of the century.
You did?
I predicted Zack Ryder to be Intercontinental Champion for one day.
You did, however, when it came time for the actual predictions, you didn't back it up.
Let's be honest, it was only ever going to be for one day if he did win it.
It was like Cinderella. At 12 o'clock, the pumpkin went, and Miz and Maurice were back together.
Ooh,
Damn!
which upset so many people.
Does Maurice really deserve to be back on television?
After being gone for so long.
Could that spot be... In all fairness, if you want to give The Miz heat, is it really good putting him together with Maurice, or do you put him with someone like Eva Marie?
What, you mean an established heat magnet?
I describe Eva Marie as having the same sort of heat as Vicky Guerrero originally had. Which is nuclear, off the charts, no one wants to see you, but everyone will boo you, so heat is heat.
Tough luck.
All I can say is, fair play to the woman. She soaks it up and she carries on. She doesn't seem to care.
No.
So good on her.
In all fairness, if Triple H has done his thingy right, he said, you're getting a reaction, that's what you need to do.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. She gets a reaction. She's doing her job very well.
Any reaction is a good reaction.
Yeah. Because, frankly, with Eva Marie, apathy would be the easiest option.
But
We'll get on to that.
why bring someone who isn't established as a heel for about 5 years back to try Al Palavate? I know why she's back.
True, but we're getting ahead of
Is she
ourselves.
back to...
We're getting ahead of folks,
No.
folks. We're getting ahead of ourselves, aren't we? Here, shouldn't we be doing another review first? Another
I've started now.
review. Well, quickly finish it. Get that subject over because we need to get to this review because we've
You
got a
can't
lot.
finish it.
We've
You
got
can't just finish.
a
You know,
lot to
did
talk about.
Michelangelo finish the 16th chapel in a day?
So basically, what you're saying is you're going to take on the Ultimate Challenge.
Got potential, but no.
The Ultimate
Like,
Challenge.
I just think.
Do I want to know?
We'll get to that later.
I just think that
Let him make his point, because the quicker we can get on, the quicker if he
Make
makes
your
his
point.
point.
if you want to bring, the reason she's back is for Total Divas.
Figures.
Because originally she wanted $1 million a season to do it. So she went off and she did that Maurice line of clothing, perfume and shit.
Right.
Now she's come back, she's on Total Divas, her and Miz are going beyond now. I think she's taken the place of Alicia Fox. I'll come on to who else is coming on that later on in the show. But they've brought her back for that. I don't think she wants to wrestle, she's got no intentions of wrestling, which I'm fine with.
I'm fine with that.
But I just think that manager spot could be suited to someone like an Eva, who could do with the extra mainstream exposure, but
The extra heat.
who generally just gets booed anyway, because there's a chance that people weren't going to boo Maurice.
There was a chance, yeah. However, the moment she sided with The Miz, to be honest, they were going to boo her, weren't they?
Well, everyone knows they're married. They made no secrets about it at the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame. We're married. Done.
But no, right. So I know you want to talk about Takeover, so you
course we
can
do.
mark out for a little bit, and
Mark it out.
I'll sit here because I haven't had a chance to catch up.
You've caught up with some of it.
Oh, I've watched Takeover.
Well,
It
it's
was-
just why I said you two can.
That's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine. We'll talk the business of that. However, there is one match that we can't cover, which is the first one, which was more so for the end house, which was just the dark match, which
Yeah.
is
We'll
which
gloss
is
over that.
Manny Andre was versing against Christopher Gerard, and Manny Andre went over Christopher Gerard. That was the dark match. We don't know how long that one's on for. That's all we can say about that match because that's the only.
Because, of course, we
the only-
weren't in the building, so we didn't
we
see
went
it.
there. However, we've got Apollo Crews versus
Elias Sampson,
the Drifter.
the Drifter.
The Drifter. This here, I thought, was a bit unusual because it was originally labelled as a dark match. However, it got played for the following NXT episode.
Yeah.
What did you think of the match?
I'm gonna be honest. I watched it on fast forward.
Me personally, I was watching it. It allowed the Drifter to get some offence, but it was mostly just focusing on Apollo Crews getting his stuff over. And it was like, you could see where it was leading, and it was like, hang on. The Drifter, Elias Sampson, right, he's never lost, and they've just now
Except
fed him to...
He did lose the week before Takeover.
Did he?
To Johnny Gargano
Ah,
via roll up,
right.
and then knocked the stuffing out of him afterwards.
But he did, but in this
in a
one...
fit of pique.
Oh, no, there was a quick roller. This wasn't like it was a roll, this was literally clean
Yeah.
defeat, this was bang, game over.
Which
End of.
makes me wonder. Yeah, fair enough. They're getting behind Crews, but why at Samson's expense?
Yeah, it's like they're pushing Crews, which is fine, but couldn't they have just built them up at the same time and then sort of when they're both at the same level, add them clash? So then,
Well, obviously not from what you've seen.
yes, true, but we'll get to that a bit later. There is a reason why that WWE did this because of we'll get to that later. However, because we'll get to the next match, which was the one that
The next match,
started.
which was the first
match for the year.
match of the
actual-
year candidate. Well,
For the actual event, which was American Alpha. Oh, you were thinking about just jumping straight into the thing you want, weren't you?
no, I'm thinking about the tag team match.
Oh, what do you think about the tag team match? Which is American Alpha, Jason Jordan and Chad Gable.
I maybe overstated it. It's not
Versus
match of year
the
candidate.
Revival.
It's a brilliant match.
I wouldn't say it was match of the year candidate or
No.
whatever. It wasn't. Because they actually did a few things in it that some wrestling fans would either notice or...
Yeah, the thing is, it wasn't like 100% smoothly executed, but
They're over with the crowd, which is fine.
it was a damn entertaining match.
That's the
and
match. The only thing, there was one part that I thought was a bit silly, was when I believe that one of the Revival slapped Chad Gable. Fine, the slap to Chad Gable, but then he turned around, slapped his own tag team partner, who made it look, like he was over exaggerating it. But then the referee just looked at them. Well, technically, by tapping his tag team partner, isn't that considered a tag?
Was his tag team partner holding the tag rope?
Yes, he was.
Then yes, it should have been.
So technically, they should have switched, but they didn't. It was like they just, I won't pay attention to that.
Just to bring you into this for a second, Nathan, because you're sort of sat here twiddling your thumbs during this. Is it just me, or in the history of WWE and their long penchant for doing this, is Dash Wilder not one of the stupidest names you've ever heard?
No, because you're about to hear a stupider one when BB Gun Carl Anderson debuts.
In the near future.
Yes.
Possibly.
Fair enough. No, but seriously though, it's
We've had the Shockmaster, Dunk the Clown, Brooklyn Brawler,
Gobbledygooker,
the Gobbledygooker,
Bastion Bugger,
yeah, but it's
Brutus the Barber Beefcase,
Beefcake,
Beefcake.
Erwin R. Shyster,
Red Rooster,
Point made, and Dolph Ziggler.
the Sultan,
Hillbilly Jim.
the Sultan,
Yeah.
Okay, so what you're saying is
Isaac,
Isaac Yankum.
yeah.
DDS.
So the point you're making is it's the latest in a very long line of very stupid
Oh,
names.
there's a lineage of
Yeah.
stupid
We may have to do something with
Big
involving
Dick
that.
Johnson.
Oh.
That was an ECW creation, wasn't it? It was stupid.
No, it
but-
wasn't.
No?
You're on about Big Dick Dudley.
Aha.
No.
I'm on about Big Dick Johnson who used to spray people with the oil in the back.
Of course
Who
he-
is now creative for Lucha Underground.
Yes, he is creative, but the biggest shocker about it is, my God, he must have caused so many nightmares.
Yes, probably.
The Boogeyman.
Yeah, the point... Okay, so Dash Wilder is the latest in a very long line of very stupid names.
Really? That's wild. Isn't that
in all
bad?
fairness, in the history of NXT, I can think of one other person who had the shittest name in the world. Would you like?
Would that be someone that shares their initials with and the until recently Intercontinental Champion?
Yes. Would anyone care to raise me? Cassius Ohno.
Cassius. Oh no!
Or to give him his proper title that everyone thought upon seeing him in NXT, Cassius. Oh, for fuck's sake, not him again.
But can you think of a worse name? Cassius Ohno.
No, not off the top of my head.
Apart from Brodus Clay.
Well, there you go. Yes, that's worse, but I didn't think of it, so...
Brodus fucking Clay.
Yeah. Mind you, what's he called in TNA? That's not much of an improvement.
Tyrus?
Yeah, what's that?
It
It's a
could
gimmick.
be-
Could
That's like, I'm going to give you the stupidest name of the 21st century. O-Dog.
Oh, good lord. Done! Done!
Ring the bell!
Ring the bell!
Ring that bell. Ding ding.
He's won. Good lord.
Dixie Carter must have had a brains fucked out that day. Sit,
Oh, she wasn't in the office.
sitting in that creative meeting, go, right, what can we rename Grado? Well,
Because he's been technically, supposedly...
Because he's been...
fired!
right, we've got some cool names down here. How about the Destroyer? No.
Chili McFreeze.
No.
Ice Dagger.
No. How about
Destroyer.
Bruce Wayne? No.
Bruce Wayne, Batman.
What's his name backwards? Oh, played Pokemon earlier. Did you know Atkins is Snake spelled backwards? You know what? Do you know what's a brilliant idea? What's Grado spelled backwards? O-Dog. Fuck it, that's what we're going with.
I could actually make that worse for you.
You actually probably
Whoa,
put
whoa, whoa,
considerably
whoa, whoa, whoa.
more thought into that than the TNA creative
Wait.
team.
I do apologise, folks, for what's about to happen now. This may...
I know where it's going.
Wait! This may scar you.
Are you going for the Ravishing Russian?
No.
Because Vince
Oh,
must
no,
have
no,
had
no,
anal
no,
that day
no.
and thought, you know what? I'm calling you Warner. Why? Well, there's just something about you
Oh,
that
no.
I'd like to do.
No. That's a good thing. The other thing I was on about is more to do with your Pokemon. You said Ekans, snakes backwards. Quite clever. Arbok. Backwards. You know what that is? Cobra.
Yeah.
However.
TNA have a history
Wait.
of this, however.
However. Muck. Don't say it! You're done! We'll leave it there.
Let's just gloss over that by saying this is the company that thought it was great to name someone what Killer is in reverse.
Oh, good lord. Correct. Rank.
Yeah. So,
Actually, this is the company that was named after what came out of Jeff Jarrett's and Vince Russo's mouth. So, what are you thinking about saying? Tits and ass. That's what I'm going to name my wrestling company. Tits and ass. TNA. Tits and ass wrestling. Except there's going to be no women and no bra and panties. So what's it going to be? Tits and ass.
and the only massive arse is going to be Jeff Jarrett. Nobody wants to see that.
No comment there. No comment there.
Anyway, moving swiftly on.
Moving swiftly back
Before we got
onto
into the subject of
subject, the tag match of the American
Jason
Alpha
Jordan
and the Revival. Good clean, good finish. I thought. Not everyone is a big favourite of the American Alpha's finisher.
I am not a big fan of their
Grand
finisher.
Grand Aptitude. It's called.
I'm not a big fan, to be honest.
So I watched the finish of this match, so this is where I can chip in. Because we watched the finish last week, didn't we? On Saturday. That finish looked awful.
Their
However-
double team finisher is
however-
dreadful. I'm not a fan.
Why not just ask the Dudleys if you can borrow the freebie?
I get you.
Or,
True, I think.
there must be loads of other moves he could do. Like,
There must be.
what
True.
was
However,
Kurt Angle's
Well, immediately-
tag team's finisher? When they had Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin together.
oh, you're on about the when one of them's got their feet on their, got the opponent's feet on the shoulder while they're on the top rope, and the other one runs off the ropes, jumps off
What
over
was
them
that?
on the back. That. Can't remember what they called it. But
What was the move that
How-
Resistance used on the SmackDown games?
It's
Oh,
the same
well,
one there.
Revoir.
It's close enough to what the filthy, dirty rotten scoundrels use.
Yeah.
They use that and it's quite effective.
That would be
however,
better.
with this, they were trying to think of something different and new. However, depending on who takes the move, it does actually vary. I've actually seen it done where it's been done on somebody else, and it does look effective.
It did actually work when...
Because the idea is he throws them up, not just into a backdrop.
Yeah, it
and-
actually did look pretty brutal when Aiden English took it. But
Yeah, because he's meant to actually throw them up, and he catches them into it. It's
I
meant to
know,
look
but
like
if
the force.
anything, that's shown a weakness in the move.
yeah.
Yeah, it does, but
Because if you weigh more than 220 pounds,
No.
no.
true.
Exactly. It's
But-
a bad move, but...
They'll
Like,
think
in all
something.
fairness, if it was Kalisto, they would have looked like they killed the motherfucker.
As
Exactly.
they did with Aiden English.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Moving on anyway.
Yeah.
As we know, that American Alpha's defeated the Revival to become the
NXT
new NXT Tag Team Champions.
Tag Team Champions.
However,
of the world.
I already know that someone's got a gripe with that right now. You believe that they should be champions right now?
No.
You believe that the realest guys in the room?
Enzo and Cass needed a title run before they went up. Because now they're in a feud with the greatest tag team to ever lace up a pair of boots. That's my opinion. If you don't agree with it, tough tits. You find me another tag team that's gone to New Japan, ECW, WCW,
WWE,
TNA.
and won titles, numerous titles,
Yeah,
everywhere they've gone.
Basically, any company that they enter, they win championships together.
Yeah, and
What have they won? A grand total of about 25, 28
Keep
titles.
going.
fuck knows. But
8 in ECW, 9 in WWE.
now they're facing a tag team that hasn't won one. At least the Usos have won tag team of the year, and at least
And
3 tag
I was
team
gonna say
titles.
2,
in-
maybe 3 title reigns already.
Yeah. Whereas now we're supposed to believe that Enzo and Cass, who can't win a tag team match against the Revival, are going to beat the greatest tag team in the world.
Ever.
And where the fuck was Carl Malloy?
In NXT.
Nothing gets 15,000 blokes.
Interested in a...
Interested in a Dudley Boys match in 2016, like Carmella on the sidelines.
Because half of that act is Carl Malloy.
well,
And as excited as I am to see him on Raw, a third of that act is Carl Malloy.
Exactly.
and it goes well, and it's part of the introduction.
They can still have work in NXT. Wasn't Natalia escorting Cesaro and Tyson Kidd on Raw and SmackDown, then wrestling NXT?
That
the
she
fact
was.
the fact that they've currently got Apollo Crews and Sami Zayn doing
But
double
we'll-
duty on
we'll
NXT
get-
and Raw shows that it can be done.
We were meant to get into that later.
Oh well.
No spoilers, but never mind.
There's going to be a lot of crossover.
Of course. But anyway, back on. We've now got Baron Corbin up against the new guy.
The
What's
greatest man who ever lived, allegedly.
Allegedly in TNA.
You can't really call him a new guy. He's a new guy to WWE.
He's new.
Oh, no,
to
no.
NXT.
New guy for WWE and NXT. But everybody around the world knows who he is. Some call him the greatest man that ever lived. And they actually, shockingly, what surprised me is they actually called him by Double A.
No. A double.
Was it A double?
That's what they called him in TNA because he is A double because Arn Anderson is double A.
Well, I think they did actually slip up once. I overheard Double A.
Tom Phillips needs firing.
God
Anyway.
damn it!
Again, I haven't watched this match yet.
Right, Austin Aries versus Baron Corbin. I thought it was a good back and forth between the big man and little man. However, Austin Aries needs to realise, even though it is NXT, NXT do allow some mouth, some mouth talk and the occasional slip of a swear word, but not saying it 3 times in a row.
Well, I'm sure he's been reprimanded for it, but
I doubt it.
Doubt it.
Well, bearing in mind, I'm pretty sure Vince said fuck on Raw 3 weeks ago.
Well,
so.
take into account
And
that
NXT is more of an adult crowd.
it says, and take into account that Baron Corbin has even made references to other companies, saying to Apollo Crews in the past, go back to our ways, which was an absolute
Which is
mess up
hilarious
because
he's never
Apollo Crews
wrestled
never
there.
wrestled there. He could have said it to Austin Aries, but he didn't.
The match that we watched last week, which you said was match of the year.
Match of the night, I
Match
called
of
it.
the night.
People were calling
When
it.
we originally spoke in the morning, you went, I think
whoa,
I
whoa.
have seen
Anyway,
match of the year.
No, I
Anyway,
didn't say that.
Just before
Stop
we get on to this,
No, stop
has
we
anyone
are.
mentioned who won the previous match?
We'll mention that now. Baron Corbin was defeated by Austin Aries through a roll-up, sneaky roll after countering the end of days.
Yes.
Now, the next match, I didn't actually state it myself. I stated that others were calling it match of the year. Me personally, I thought it was a good match. However, I wouldn't say match of the year.
Controversial
Far from it.
this, I would say it was match of the night.
It
Oh
was
no, definitely match of the night,
definitely.
but I can't call it match of the year or match of the decade,
A lot of
which
people-
a lot of people were hailing it as.
Oh, I see.
Please.
Because for it to be, if you're on about fight of the year, like for what looks like legitimate fights, I could probably agree. Yes, decade, but we're wrestling fans.
I know what you're saying. It was not a wrestling match so much as two guys kicking the snot out of each other.
It was basically like me and Matt just playing UFC,
Yeah.
well,
minus the blood.
well, not really, because Sammy was actually wrestling where
Not much.
not as much as he normally does, but he still tried. But you got Nakamura, who's using his strong style, which is basically his foot or knee going into your face,
Yes.
which is brutal.
Yeah, I have to wonder how some of the NXT alumni are going to cope with a strong style match against Shinsuke Nakamura in the long run.
How do you think he'll do, and everybody else? If I'm not mistaken, didn't you actually turn around and state, cue the ice bath at the ready?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to see out his contract. Now that I've watched the match, people will pay to see him, just like they pay to see Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
But
The trouble is,
he doesn't suit WWE, and he's going to injure a lot of people
If he's doing the full version.
because
Himself.
it's very strong, and a lot of people aren't going to know how to.
Take
yeah,
it.
the thing is,
Take
it's
it.
going to require a lot of
Concentration and knowledge.
people watching videos of his old matches so they know what to expect.
They're going after just make sure that he gets the high-profile matches against people who are experienced. But if you put him in there with Roman Reigns, which please someone fucking do, Roman Reigns is going to go out on a stretcher.
Yes. Mind you,
well, take into account.
In all fairness, what I think would be a good match, they've got an Hawaii special coming up in April,
Hawaii Ooh, nice.
which I think it's about 3 weeks away, where they're doing from Hawaii. Brock Lesnar's going to be there. I'd like to see Nakamura versus Styles.
Okay. I was
Then
going to
done.
say, I'd like to see
I know it's been done, but if you want to showcase what he can do properly,
It's
and
been
have
done.
someone who's
However,
familiar with him,
I would love
However,
to see Nakamura versus
that
Joe.
would be a brilliant way to get that in.
Nakamura versus Joe, because Joe,
Joe can
Like
go
Joe
toe to
can-
toe with him.
Joe will go toe to toe with him.
Joe ain't going to be arsed if he kicks him a bit.
Pretty much, because
Joe will kick him back.
Joe will run at him and kick him in the face and almost decapitate him.
How far's Kenta from being healed?
He'll be fully healed soon. However, a lot of people are actually judging the fact that Nakamura's there now, that Hideo Itami, formerly known as Kenta, is going to be dropped off the face of the year.
No.
No. But that's why.
Oh, are you saying Hideo Itami is going to be dropped off the face of the earth because Kenta is going to arrive in NXT?
Supposedly, some people are stating that. But what they're not realising is Kenta or Hideo Itami is not Nakamura.
No.
He is, and you can quote me on this one if necessary. Ask one of the American Wolves, if I'm not mistaken, what happened when he kicked Kenta? Yeah, you've seen this clip, haven't you? I take it.
I think you showed it me.
Yeah, what happened?
Can I just say, ow, 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 bloody hell, ow, I cringed, and I was watching it on the television screen.
Basically, each kick, you actually felt it.
I know, but I think that'd be an interesting match. Like, because they're trying to appease a faction of the Japanese audience.
Yeah, on the grounds that the WWE Network is now available in Japan, and they
Yeah.
actually want some people to
Exactly.
sign up for it.
Now, Kenta
So-
and Nakamura, straight away there, they'll either do one or two things there, which I think they'll do. They'll either have a one-off match,
Oh no, it'll be a feud.
right, well, one-off feud, or they'll tag them up.
No, it should be a 3 to 6
No, it will
month
be
feud.
a 3 to 6 month feud where over the course of 2 or 3 takeovers, like the Balor versus Joe things, they just have a match, and then the next time they see if they can raise the bar. And
Which
then
I think
would
he
imagine
would.
the third one will be the rubber match.
Which I think they would.
Yeah.
However, one match...
And then that way, you've got another person who can work the strong style, while Nakamura tries to transition a bit more of WWE style into
Kenta
his
can actually
repertoire.
do strong style against
I know.
Nakamura,
Yeah,
Or-
exactly.
which is good.
That's good, but that's also bad because if Kenta goes strong style with, toe to toe with Nakamura, that's not doing what you said and helping him transition into WWE style.
However, he won't,
That's letting him
which-
stay in his comfort
Which,
zone.
which is what I think would actually do. Kenta does do so much strong style, but he does actually use more wrestling ability. Another person who'd be a good pick to go up against Nakamura, Finn Balor.
Or Finn Balor, as normal people
Or Finn
pronounce it.
Balor. There's a different way. Or Fergal David.
How much recovered is he from his injuries?
Who?
Balor.
Balor. Enough.
Well, enough that they kept the title on him.
Enough that they kept the title on him, but I can see what your point is. I can see what your point
if
is.
he's not fully healed and he
If
goes
he's not
in there
healed
with a
and he
full
goes
blown
up against
Nakamura, he's not
Nakamura.
going to be healed for a long
I'm not saying
time.
right now. I mean, sort of lead up to, like he wrestles, like at the moment he wrestles Sami Zayn. He then wrestles straight away Hideo Itami. Has that feud against him, and then leads up
Do you know
to.
what I would like to see? It's probably not going to happen, solely because I think they're both heels, but also I would just love to see Nakamura kick the living tar out of Baron Corbin.
Nakamura's face.
Is he?
Yes.
Perfect. Pair them up.
No.
Nakamura's face, and they will not put him up against Baron Corbin. As much as you can turn around and say, that match would not gel.
Because in all fairness, if Nakamura kicks Corbin a bit too hard, Corbin's next footballer, fucking Corbin will just
No,
square
it's
up, punch
much.
him in the face.
He's an ex-footballer / ex-boxer. And I'm not being funny, if Nakamura does hurt him, is Corbin small?
No.
No. He isn't. And if you piss him off from kicking him too hard, what's the first thing you're going to be expecting? A receipt. You're going to get pretty much hit square. Or slammed really hard. However, the match itself was very hard hitting. And it was back and forth quite a bit. They actually did play it up, which with the crowd that they've got there, it suited them.
Yeah.
It basically made the atmosphere more better for people who were watching it. Which it must have felt even better.
And
I've
they,
been
they,
there.
they let the match flow as well.
They let
It was
the match
longest
flow.
Match of the night. They
They,
didn't rush
they,
it.
they didn't rush it, which is what I think certain aspects of the show, at the event after that I mentioned, sort of
Yeah.
did wrong a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on, we found out that Nakamura defeated Sami Zayn
Sami Zayn, yes.
with a knee to the face.
Yes.
Pain. Next match
Next match was the
for the
NXT
NXT Women's Championship, which is Bayley defending her championship against Asuka.
The female version of Nakamura.
yes.
However,
Absolutely.
one thing I didn't notice that Nakamura and Asuka does that impresses you is that flying armbar.
Yeah.
In all fairness, Asuka is weirdly attractive.
You heard it right here, folks. Nathan Garth.
Like, it's the same way that Ronda Rousey is attractive. Rousey It's weirdly attractive.
okay.
Wait. I know what it is.
What?
It's in the armbar.
No.
Go on.
You're just like a dominant woman who wants to just take you.
Oh, it's the fact that, like, if someone goes, "You're an ugly motherfucker,"
I have the ability to snap your arm.
you're a brave man. You're braver than me.
I get what you're saying. She's not my
Basically,
What bloody tell her?
what you just either said there, you're either saying you are actually attracted to him because of the dominancy, or you're actually just saying you are attracted to them because you don't want some limbs to be broken.
Oh no, I quite like a dominant female.
Fair enough. That's your taste. Everybody's taste. Everybody's got their own.
Yeah.
Each of their own.
Like,
Asuka is not
We
my
don't
cup of
judge.
tea, but I have said on many occasions before, I believe even
No.
last time I was here,
In all-
Bailey is. And I know she's not everyone's cup of tea.
However,
either, but
the other thing
Bailey
about this,
is...
both me and Nathan have actually spoken about this, and there is something about it. I don't know personally myself what it is.
About...
Ask her.
Oh, okay. No. Okay, you pair can get knocked out by Asuka. I'll just stick to...
No,
Flair
I'm
and
not
Bayley.
saying. No, whoa. I'm not saying Bailey's no slouch either. Because come on. Hey, Bailey.
Cue tumbleweed.
there's a problem.
What?
Go on.
Why do the Americans always have to nick things that we start?
Exactly.
Yes.
We started that.
The
Make up your
London-
damn
the
own.
London crowd started that, did they not?
Make up your own.
It was like they did the. If anyone watches Dulwich, which you probably don't if you're listening to this across the pond, we have Michael Van Buren enters to the White Stripes Seven Nation Army, which is
Dum.
just can't help himself. Just
He
can't help himself. Which is which, if you listen to NXT closely, you'll hear "Oh, Sami Zayn"
Yeah.
going across, and they're going, "Why are you nicking a darts chant?"
And... Why can't you create anything original? Seriously, just...
I'm not saying anything.
Anyway,
The match itself was clinic, fantastic. What a lot of people expected is they expected Asuka to be more dominant with the submissions and Bayley be more of the wrestling, just basically, the acrobatic wrestling. But what they didn't actually expect is Bayley to actually do the submission stuff, even though she'd done the submissions.
I
against
have
someone
a
bigger.
problem with Asuka's run in NXT so far.
I already know what it's going to be.
I do, and if it's what I think it is, I agree.
Use basically two things. One is, if you're not mistaken, Asuka recently was in trouble for knocking out one of her colleagues.
I don't
clean
know
out.
that she knocked someone
And
clean out.
secondly,
That doesn't bother me.
you seem to think it's only because of a certain deal recently, correct?
You think, what? You're trying to imply he thinks she's only getting pushed again because of the network in Japan?
Possibly.
No.
I don't think that at all. But go
Oh,
on.
I
What-
hope it isn't.
What is
You-
your issue? Because
You bring this woman in and you build her up as an international ass kicker. She should be the female Brock Lesnar. He arrives, kills,
And
leaves.
yeah,
I don't need to see Asuka in a 15-minute match.
I want to see.
The only way Asuka's in a 15-minute match is if it's a weapons match or something where someone can hit her in the stomach with a cane.
Whoa. They can't use weapons. Oh, the term weapons.
No, but
We'll get
Yeah,
to that
I
joke
know
later.
what you mean. It should be arrive, punch, kick,
Armbar.
good night,
Well, Asuka lock.
armbar.
armbar,
Not an armbar.
armbar.
It's not an armbar. It's an
Move
Asuka lock.
1004.
It's for her, it's an Asuka lock.
Armbar.
Unfortunately, she can't call it by its proper name. Because the actual proper name's been actually transferred to somebody else.
Right, well, whatever. Well,
Which was originally by Bob Backlund.
no,
and
you're
then-
on about the crossface chicken wing.
Correct.
We covered that last week, I think.
Yes. Anyway, I'm completely
did.
with you on that. There is absolutely no point in her. Okay, it's fun to watch her, but if you've seen some of her NXT matches, like against,
Like, are we supposed to believe that Eva Marie could legitimately go 10 minutes with Asuka?
yeah, Apparently we are, according to
No.
WWE. We're not, of
Well-
course, but WWE want us to.
Apparently they are.
And
but-
Dana Brooke. Do you believe Dana Brooke can go 15 minutes? Or Emma?
Emma,
Emma,
possibly,
yes.
but Dana Brooke,
Possibly.
no.
Emma, yes, possibly. She since she turned heel, I do think she does actually
Emma
have...
didn't go 15 minutes with Charlotte.
But all of
But when
Asuka's
she was
matches,
nice.
all of Asuka's matches should be like the one she had with the up and coming NXT diva, whose name I can't remember, but who wears the
The
gear,
Australian.
the gear that looks like it's the she's stolen the Ferrari badge. The
Carmella.
prancing horse, Diana
No, somebody else.
Perazzo, I think her name
Diana
is.
Perazzo.
The
Basically,
Australian.
yeah. Back and forth for a couple of minutes. She gets a couple of bits of offense in. Bang! She gets caught. She gets knocked out. Game over.
Yeah. Like, they need... Like, they need to build her up. If you build her up, and then you get Ronda Rousey agreed to do a match, which she wants to, you're going to need a viable opponent.
Yeah.
And in all fairness, I can only see one woman in that locker room who's capable of having a legitimate match.
Don't get me wrong. I can see two.
You're going to say Natalia.
No, not actually.
Who are you thinking?
Genuinely think Bailey could have a perfectly good match with Ronda Rousey. As
Pardon?
long as you take her into a quiet corner first and say, "Don't kill her, please."
Whoa.
I'm
No comment to
I'm
that.
talking about a wrestling match here.
Well, I aren't.
I'm not talking. If you're talking about a fight, then there's only one, and that's Asuka. Absolutely.
Well, in all fairness, could you imagine that at Mania? Japan would buy that shit up.
They did it.
Yeah. I know. But I don't think for the NXT title. It'd have to be for the WWE Women's title.
It doesn't have to be for a title.
Doesn't have to be.
How come it can't be for Pride?
Because I honestly think that if Rousey comes in, she wants to be champion. So if it's going to be a match at Mania, it's going to have to be for a strap.
I know, but if it's a match, that means she has to drop the title. At some point, do you want Ronda Rousey to lose to Eva Marie?
No.
Shut the hell up. Moving on. Back to subject. Asuka defeated Bailey by submission, but not by by tapping out.
By Bailey passing.
It's what It's some people don't realise the technical terms of this. They always say, "Oh, submission, she tapped out." No, technical submission. Technically, she did win by submission, but it's a technicality because Bailey could not answer
Bailey
the call.
could not answer the call. It was,
She could not answer the call. She was
did
out.
not submit. She was unconscious.
And what was so clever about this is the commentators table literally stated one thing: Bailey didn't tap out willingly. Her body gave up on her. She couldn't take the pain anymore.
Yeah.
Which actually put Bailey up a little bit.
Yeah.
At the same time, so basically it elevated. So the commentators table did one little job there by putting them both up.
But yeah.
Then the following match, which was
Main event.
the main event of the evening, which is
The champion Finn Balor against Samoa Joe.
who
Balor versus Joe 2.
And I thought Balor did quite a bit of a nice thing. He put up on Twitter, which we've already covered this bit already. He did a quick tribute for Trav, British wrestler Trav. He had 3 stars on one hand, love hearts on the other, in tribute for him.
Which is highly appropriate.
I was a big fan of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre entrance. With
Reference
the
as well, which I'll just about come to now, which was quite interesting because
I'm surprised he was allowed to do that because of the Ambrose segment.
Yeah.
6 days before.
Yeah.
6 days, 1 or 6.
Well,
2 or 3 days before.
it
2
was
or
4
3.
days, wasn't it?
Hang on, the show was on a Friday. Yeah.
Yeah,
4 days.
4 days.
4
before.
days, technically.
Yeah, okay, but he got
Yeah.
away with it and
Oh, I'd say
worked
3 because technically it was past midnight for us.
4
Yeah, 3.
for the sake of argument.
No, because it was actually Saturday. Trust me, it's 3.
It's 4.
3.
Either way you look at it, it's 4.
Fair
Tuesday,
enough.
Wednesday,
Fair enough. If
Thursday,
you want to
Friday.
say that, but the actual show for us actually started on the Saturday.
Yeah, well, so
Yeah.
does Raw.
NXT started on the Saturday,
Fair enough.
Well, Raw starts on the Tuesday.
so it was 4
Yeah.
days, whichever way you look at it.
Either way, moving on.
Yeah. Anyway,
Moving on. Anyway,
to the match.
the match. I showed you the start of this match. How did it look?
It's vicious.
Vicious, like straight out the gate. However, bit unfortunate that Joe was bleeding. However, Christ, did he look like a monster?
Yeah, no, well, what he looked is bloody annoyed that he had to keep having the match stopped to have the cut
As
closed
well.
up.
But before that, when you saw him walking towards the camera with the blood,
Yeah.
you literally heard the commentators going, "Jeez, you thought you looked like a monster before. Look at him now."
Although,
I
I
don't
could
understand
argue,
why we now have to have the matches stopped for blood.
It's
You're going to say because of hepatitis and AIDS and...
you're about to be
And
annoyed
because
about
of
this
the
now
PG
because
rating.
of one man actually stopped this. It's actually brought this to a lot of people's attention. He's the man who you keep dubbing in my middle name, which he's not. Nigel McGuinness, who was actually over here providing some training actually at the moment.
Yeah.
For
But he's actually made
but he's the one who's actually pushing for the whole blood thing and everything
That-
because
and
He's
WWE's corporate image. What would it be in PG
and also
rated?
with the being PG rated, they don't want blood on show every 5 minutes.
Well, it's on show for 5 minutes.
It isn't. However, the difference is this was done by accident, and I'll put me on up
Yeah,
and
this
say.
was a really accidental clash of heads as well. It was not premeditated.
Plus,
attempt.
I think they didn't want to exactly have another Eddie Guerrero moment. Where they had, where it was Eddie Guerrero
where
versus
Eddie lost
JBL,
about
where
4
he
pints
lost
of
about
blood
4
and nearly
pints of blood.
died. Yes.
Well, no, it didn't kill him.
Nearly died, I said.
Right.
Because he, in his infinite wisdom, refused the transfusion afterwards.
Which isn't great. Which,
But anyway, yeah. For whatever reason, they're not allowed blood, and stopping the match to keep patching Joe's cut up spoiled the flow of it.
it did.
So, we'll go to the winner of this because we are running on
A bit behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Moving on, so straight away, the champion defends his title.
The result of Balor vs. Joe 2 was the same as the result of Balor vs. Joe 1.
However, it was even stated that he didn't just win, it was a war. He just managed to win, he just survived.
Yeah.
However,
So-
a few people have pointed out that Finn Balor had darkened gear, supposed to try and make reference that he performed in number 2. I'm not being funny or anything, but it isn't.
What?
Yeah, a few people online and everything on YouTube doing their reviews
I'd
have
say-
stated that Finn Balor or the champ had basically defecated himself just for the Muscle Buster. Yeah,
The stunned silence in this room suggests
pretty
this
much.
is the first time we've heard this.
If you actually look it up, there is comments of it. The stupid thing about it is what they don't realise is Sweat does the same thing on wrestling gear.
I can't say I have thought about it so far and don't want to put any thought into it beyond this
I
moment.
don't. So,
But
we'll
anyway,
move on.
moving on
So, we'll take a break from the feedback.
for that.
You brought up a subject last week where you wanted to go through the 5 feuds. Not 5 feuds, 5 matches
We
in
had
2000.
we had 5 views and we actually had you pick the subject. Are we still sticking to the same subject or?
Yeah, so
You
it
want
was
change?
5 matches, which was the top 5 matches between
Yeah.
WrestleMania 31 and WrestleMania 32. Because that's how
Oh,
I
wow.
class a wrestling year.
Yes.
Wrestling gear.
Okay.
We have 5. So we go around.
We do it in like a top trumps. So like one's your best match. We try not pick the same if we can, so we can come up with 15 different matches.
Decent
Wish you told me
matches.
this in advance. I'm going to struggle.
This is why we do it. It's to put each other on a little bit of edge.
Yeah. So my best match of the year, and this is going to surprise a lot of people.
I wouldn't say it was better. Well,
Of the
it
wrestling
doesn't need to
year.
be. Doesn't need to be the best match of
It
the
doesn't
year.
necessarily need to be the 5-star classic best, just your favourite.
Well, you said top 5 matches.
It doesn't have to be actually top 5.
I didn't.
It'd
Oh,
just
okay,
be
I'm going to just
5 of them.
struggling
if you
to
want.
pull it out of my memory here, but I'm just going to go for the 5 that I remember as being the best at the time.
I'm going to start with Kevin Owens, Cesaro, and Rusev for the
Oh.
was it the United States
Chase
title?
number one contendership.
Yeah,
Good call. Good call.
that was a 5-star classic.
Yeah, and that was on Raw. Was that? I'm just trying to think. Was that to make it? Who won the match? I'm trying to remember. Was it
Rusev to face Cena
Cena.
straight after.
Yes.
Yeah, it was. It was
That
quite
was a
interesting.
belter.
That was quite interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
Shall we have the guest go next?
I am also going to go for a Kevin Owens match. I'm going to go for Kevin Owens' Monday Night Raw debut against John Cena.
You mean was it Fastlane?
Or was it a pay-per-view? Sorry.
Pay
It was
per
his
view was his
WWE
first
debut,
match.
anyway. Was
Yeah.
it a pay-per-view? I forget.
It then, yeah,
It's the first match where he beat John Cena, anyway.
Yeah, just after Takeover.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because
Just
he
after.
came in as the NXT champion,
Yes, he did.
Yes, that match. Because
which was just before.
it was just one of those...
It was after Extreme Rules.
yeah.
Yeah.
During what is arguably the best run of Cena's career. And Kevin Owens brought it to him.
I wouldn't say it's better than Cena's career.
For me, one match that stands out, and I thought it was a brilliant match because it's a match that had quite a bit of riding on it. Royal Rumble main event. The triple threat.
No, can't have it.
Why?
That was before
Oh,
WrestleMania
damn it.
31.
Just damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, so what he picked that. Well, if I can't pick that, another good solid follower for that would be John Cena versus Seth Rollins.
Which one?
The SummerSlam.
SummerSlam with Jon Stewart?
I believe so, yeah.
The John Stewart one moment did ruin the end, but it didn't ruin the actual match.
Okay.
I thought because some of the stuff that they actually pulled off in that match was quite unique and different.
Okay, so I'm going to move on.
Okay.
So I'm going to go to NXT for this match.
Okay.
And this will surprise a lot of people because I actually rate this better than the Becky Sasha Banks
I can see where this is
matches.
going, yeah.
Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks. I actually rate that better than Bayley versus Sasha Banks.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
It's had everything. It's had drama. It's had the false finish. Just a brilliant match that actually put Becky Lynch on the map.
Yeah. Yeah.
you know about when she come out in the punk gear?
Yeah, with the
That one.
steampunk.
Yeah,
It was at NXT
Takeover.
Arrival, I think.
Takeover Arrival.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I do
Yeah.
remember it. It was absolutely fantastic. Very good call.
Can I go for matches from last year's WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Yes.
That counts, because I genuinely think one of my favourite matches was Randy Orton against Seth Rollins.
Just for the finish.
Yeah. The whole match was solid, and then that finish just took it off the charts.
Well. It's that epic. That's actually achievements in gaming.
I've got it.
He's got it, folks. He's got it.
I haven't, but fair enough.
Not yet.
No. But yeah, anyway, that match, perfectly solid match. The two of them doing what they do best. Orton struggles to have a bad match these days, but that just the ending.
Struggles have a match these days.
Who does?
Orton.
Well, yeah,
Pretty
indeed.
much.
But yeah. Anyway, that match was just something that a lot of people overlooked, but I thought it was pretty good. Okay.
I'm trying to think of a really good one now. And it's actually getting tougher.
Yes.
Because I'm trying to think of something obscure for you as well.
Well, I just picked mine on best wrestling matches.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do that, but I'm also trying to pick some obscure ones. Ones that you won't think of, and something that will highlight to the fans as well. Which is, would you say that's agreeable? A good one. Dean, was this last year? Was this after WrestleMania? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins.
In what?
Ladder match. If I'm not mistaken, was Money in the Bank, wasn't it?
Possibly.
may have been Money in the Bank.
We'll go with it for now. I'll correct you next
For
week.
now.
We'll double
I'll
check that.
I'll
and correct
double
him
check.
next week.
I'll
Well-
quickly research that quickly for you now.
I'll go for one.
Yeah, go on then.
So I judge my matches on what I deem to be a good wrestling match that actually shows a good story and is actually fun to watch over it, like for a second or a third time. And
Yeah.
I actually thought the first ever Elimination Chamber tag team match was a really good match. So you had Kid and Cesaro, you had Los Matadores
Yeah.
with Al Torito when he scales upside down and
Yeah.
he falls on the primetime players.
I thought that was
I actually did think that was a good match. It was done very uniquely. Like, if you don't see another one of them matches again, you can say that it wasn't that bad.
Genuinely, it was a good match, and
Yeah,
it made better use of the Elimination Chamber than the ECW style match that they had in
yeah, and it was generally one of the most exciting matches I've seen for a while.
Yeah,
At that
I
point in
agree.
time. Especially for a tag team match that hadn't had the highlights.
there. Yeah. I don't know if my next choice counts because it's in the right time frame, but because it's very close. But I think it was just before this year's WrestleMania. The Joe versus Zayn 2 out of 3 Falls match
Yeah, you can
for
have
the
that.
number 1 contendership on
Counts.
NXT.
Yeah.
Counts were not.
Because that was just 2 guys who literally
There you
could have
go,
gone.
folks.
Yeah, that match I believe was the only match.
Money in the Bank.
Yeah. Okay. Matt Burns
I
has
just-
looked it up and is correct. But yeah, that match, literally, it was the only match on that week's NXT. Those guys could have gone as long as their bodies would have let them. It still would have been a classic.
So what's your third choice?
My third choice. I'm trying to think of one that was a bit unusual, but that's out of the blue. But it's a little bit tough. I did think the Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins for WWE without title at Battleground was decent. However, it's not one I want to pick.
Okay.
It's definitely not one I want to pick. I'm going to go with NXT Brooklyn, which is... You can go where this is going straight away. This would be Bayley versus Sasha Banks. The first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
So I'm going to go for one of the WWE specials now, which is Beast in the East.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
Kevin Owens versus Finn Balor.
Oh, good call.
Very good.
Very good call. However, there was an interesting moment for Brock Lesnar during that event. I don't call it a match, I call it a moment.
I can't really count any of Brock Lesnar's matches.
Matches.
Because
The
he
moments.
does squats to appease the fans.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
Actually, the Kevin Owens match that you mentioned earlier against
John Cena.
John Cena,
Yeah.
Elimination Chamber.
Was it Elimination Chamber? Okay. There you go.
Moving on.
The next match I'm going to pick... Oh, I had it in my head and then it's gone because I want to say it out loud. Hang on, let me just fill for a second while I try and remember what it was.
You try to pick number 4 then.
Oh,
while
no,
he's
it's all right, I've remembered. It was Dean Ambrose against Triple H from Roadblock.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Which was everything that match needed to be to build both of them up.
I wouldn't say it was... No,
Well, for me it was. That's
It was a
entirely
good match.
subjective, But
However, too predictable. They could have done something that would shock the system. Potentially. They could have. And did you go with... which one of you went with Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn? Was it yourself?
did I
For
say?
the NXT takeover?
No, it was the Samoa Joe versus Sami Zayn. 2 out of 2
Right.
falls.
My next one would be Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, which was at NXT Takeover Unstoppable.
Nice.
Simply being because how the match ended.
Yeah.
It looked like it supposedly ended in a no contest, but no, it's not the Unstoppable one.
No.
It wasn't Unstoppable. I do apologise. It's not Unstoppable. And I believe it was Rival. My mistake.
Right. There you
I
go.
do apologise. It was Rival for the simple fact it didn't exactly end on the typical style. It ended up going out by a knockout, which I thought was a little bit different. The fact that he actually beaten Sami Zayn to the point where he couldn't answer the call.
Yeah.
He could no longer answer the call and
Yeah,
became NXT
I
champion.
agree. A match which I was watching live and tweeted out I called that I thought Owens would win, and
Yep.
no less a person than the editor of FSM tweeted back saying not a chance. So I took a great satisfaction in gloating when it happened.
My fifth match, I'm not picking this on wrestling ability.
Well, hang on. I
Okay.
do apologise for this. I've got to change that selection.
No, well you've got another selection, so use that.
I've got to change it.
Okay.
Because, unfortunately, it's quite literally just fell before it. Which I apologise for.
So what? It was before 31. Oh,
It was
okay.
just before 31.
I do like how he's the only person who's actually using technology to help him pick his matches.
He's actually looking through this, whereas I'm just racking my brains going, oh, what wrestling have I seen that I liked?
Oh, well, you're looking for a fourth option.
Anyway, you look for option 4 while...
Me using no technology picks option 5.
Yes, because I think I have my 5th option as well, so...
So mine's going to be potentially The Undertaker's last match at Survivor Series
Oh, good call.
with Kane.
Yeah.
Now, the build-up was brilliant. The match was average.
Yeah.
But the build-up, the anticipation, you know, the way that they did it, it was like an actual Attitude
Yeah.
Era build. Like, they went dark
Yeah.
with it, and it was good. And it was just
Right.
nice to see Undertaker and Kane together for potentially the last time.
Yes.
I would have liked to have seen Kane in a full suit, though, for that one.
Would have
Yeah.
been nice. But
Like, his full old mask and
like
gear.
what he's now, what he was in for
Yeah,
the
Demon
Battle
Kane.
Royal.
But
Yeah.
I wanted, like, the full sleeve.
I'm with you, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Proper 97.
Vintage Kane.
Yeah. And the proper mask as well.
Yeah.
Without the mouth bit cut out. Alright. But that
Next
was still
one,
cool.
well, for my
Okay,
fourth,
You go for your 4th. and
my
then-
fourth, which was actually NXT Brooklyn again.
If you say the Red Power Ranger, I'm going to kick you square in the face.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is
Jason
not-
David Frank does not count as a wrestling match.
It's not him. It's not him. It would be a tag match, actually.
Right, just to interrupt you, Johnny Blaze just asked me why is Jason David Frank just
Being
come into my
referenced.
wrestling discussion.
Reference.
Yushin Thunder Liger. He looks like the Red Power Ranger.
And Jason David Frank used to play the Red Ranger
Right.
for a short time, and White Ranger.
Can you hear that? That's the penny dropping. I've got you now.
No, that's just sounding like you just getting slapped with reality. Anyway, back onto it. The match. The next match I'm going to be mentioning is for the which was for the NXT Tag Team Championships, and it was the Vaudevillains against Blake and Murphy. The reason why is because it wasn't your typical. I thought it was quite interesting on
Is
how.
this one with blue pants?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Is it strange? I only remember that match because of blue pants.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting how they handled it, and it allowed to see the Vaudevillains in a different light.
I like the fact that because the Vaudevillains' entrance is in black and white, until they went, well, we've actually got a leveler here, everything's in black and white, so you couldn't tell that they were in blue gear, so it wasn't a spoiler. That was
Well,
quite clever.
spoiler to the live crowd.
Well, the live crowd.
Going, we want blue pants. Shut the fuck up.
Please.
Yeah, okay. But I'm actually also going my final match. Go back now, please, Mr. Using Technology. Is also from that card,
Go on.
and it was Samoa Joe beating Baron Corbin,
You get.
which was an epic match. And
I can't believe you two have resulted to using technology.
I'm going to go with the SummerSlam.
Now, I was going to pick that anyway, but I just
For the one
I
after.
wouldn't have had any idea what card it was on.
I'm going to
without
go with
that.
the SummerSlam, and it's going to be... Oh no, it's SummerSlam. No, it wasn't SummerSlam.
Are you going to mention what I think you're going to mention?
What do you think I'm going to
Are
mention?
you going to say honourable mention to the non-wrestler?
The non-wrestler. No! I
Are
actually
you
made
on
a
about
slip
Stephen
up.
Amell?
He is, yes. Well,
He-
I am.
I
don't
actually
know
made a
if he
slip
is.
up over the pay-per-view.
Oh, right.
It was a good match, that was. It wasn't
It
like...
was.
It's worth another watch.
Definitely.
Because he did brilliant during that one.
He looked like he'd been...
Well, I'd been training for months for it.
Yeah, he genuinely looked more competent
In
than
all
some
fairness,
NXT
If
rookies.
you're going to throw anyone in that battle royal, instead of Shaq, why didn't you just go to Stephen Amell? That's it.
Yeah.
Come on.
For me,
Jump
this
in.
one might actually surprise people, and some might not think this is a popular choice. It's at the event Hell in a Cell.
If you are going to pick match 2 on the list I see in front of me, then I'm going to slap you.
Which one?
The match with a big number 2 in front of it, guy.
No, it's not that one.
Would you like to buy these?
It's a Hell in a Cell match.
Oh, okay.
Now, which one do you think I'm most likely going to go with?
Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker.
As entertaining as it was wasn't as brutal as I thought it was going to be.
Is that the one with the double sit-up where Brock Lesnar laughs at him?
No, that was SummerSlam. That was SummerSlam.
'Cause that was brilliant.
That was brilliant. I'm going to go with the other Hell in a Cell match, which is Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt.
The only time Roman Reigns will ever get a mention.
Probably, yeah.
More than likely.
Because I thought the way they innovated that match themselves,
I thought it was a...
different match. It was a different sort of match. It was quite brutal. They actually brought some brutality into it,
Yes.
and I thought it was unique.
I've just realised. Yeah, so to summarise, I don't watch WWE nearly enough, and I watch far too much NXT. Because that's how NXT heavy. I've just realised how NXT heavy my list was. But those are some good matches. There's no
The match quite well rounded.
Yeah, none of
Yeah.
us have gone. Have sat there with jaws hanging open at anyone else's choice and gone, I can't believe you picked that. So I think we've done quite
I
well.
think you have done that with me once.
Yeah,
One of them.
fucking Roman Reigns.
Why?
He's not a bad guy. He's not a good guy.
He's,
He's
just
just
the
the
guy.
guy.
If he's the guy, then I am the man.
The myth. The legend.
You don't actually have to do it like that every time.
Yes, I do.
Suit yourself. Can
You-
you give?
you-
Can you give me a? Can I get like a 3-minute warning next time so I can put my fingers in my ears?
I thought she was going to go, can I get an amen?
Can I
get an amen?
Hang on. Did he just say?
Did I say
3
3 minutes? I was waiting for someone to get that reference as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway,
Um,
moving on.
we aren't going to have time to do the WrestleMania review in a full coverage.
Well, we can cover it quickly. Can we do that? Let's try.
Right, before we do WrestleMania correctly, I'd like to give an honourable mention to the new tag team of the Hall of Fame. I can't call him Mr. Hall of Fame, because that's going to be Shawn Michaels' slot for the rest of the time for me.
Yeah.
But if there's a tag team Hall of Fame, you know, the best tag team in the Hall of Fame at this moment in time, the Freebirds are having it.
And I
The
know why.
Freebirds were fucking awesome.
They were hilarious.
Michael P.S. Hayes. Does anybody know what the PS stands for? Just
Purely
to-
sexy.
I thought it meant like
Purely
a,
sexy.
a pedosexual or something.
No.
Michael the pedosexual Hayes.
And he always stated it in promos. Purely, he just as he spoke, he always turned around and just looked at the camera and goes, and by the way, PS stands for purely sexy.
Well, I didn't do that during the 90s.
During the
Fair
80s.
enough.
You're
Well,
showing your age now. Getting old.
Happens to all of us.
I was born in the late 80s. Not early.
But no, Michael Hayes stole that. Performance, just brilliant. The stories were good. Some well-deserved bringing out. I thought bringing the Suns out was such a class. Bringing out the Von Erichs in Texas as well. Bringing out one of the Von Erichs, I'll say. That was nice. And then he finished it in his own unique style. Some people probably angry he didn't wear a suit. But fuck.
This is PS. This is the Freebirds. Come.
As Edge said, if he wears a suit, he looks like Kermit the Frog's pimp.
3 simple words, which can't be applied any better than to him. Live the gimmick. And he does.
Yeah. I have got my Bad Street USA t-shirt coming.
Wonderful.
Mine is currently being ordered as we speak.
Yes.
As we speak.
Fucking yours is a bad street fucking Pac-Man.
No. I'm surprised you didn't turn around and saying yours is the bad streak. Don't go down there. Oh my god, what the hell are you thinking?
Yours is Bad Street Paperboy. Don't fucking play it when I'm travelling with you.
Right, personal gripes aside,
That aside,
shall we try and cover the WrestleMania card as quickly as
right,
possible?
what we're going to do right now, we're just going to mention the pre-show
No,
very,
we're
very
not.
quickly. Just the results.
No, we're not.
Just the results.
No.
Why not?
Because only one match is one that anyone cares about.
Which was the Divas match.
Alright, we'll move on. We'll quickly mention that quickly now for you.
I was going to mention
We've
your
got
favourite tag
Kalisto.
team.
We've got
There you go.
Kalisto defending his US title championship against Ryback. Kalisto beat Ryback,
That was everything you'd expect of that match.
and hardly anybody ever actually saw that match because
They had
the
it when
actual
there were
people
approximately 1,000 of the 100,000 people in the building.
supposedly entering. Anyway, moving on, we've got Team Total Divas versus Team Bad and Blonde, which is a 10 Diva tag team match.
Wrong team won that match.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Wrong
Brie
team won
Fowler
that match.
should have lost that match to Lorna.
They should have, straight
Well,
up,
if they
because
want
technically Brie was actually retiring that night, and there is an old term: if you're going to go out in wrestling, you're out on your back. However, fair
and,
enough.
Well,
that's fine.
perhaps a wrong thing to say about divas. You know, this is a.
We're not saying that towards divas themselves.
Well,
And
they're not
that
able
sort
to go out on the front either, are they?
we're not. What she should have done is basically take the loss because so they can actually
I know what you
put
meant.
everybody. So they
It
can
just
put
sounded like a double
some-
entendre. That's
somebody
all.
else over. Anyway,
Yeah.
however, I do have to give the credit for how she put the yes lock on, which was quite unique. Anyway, moving on. Team Total Divas defeated Team Bad and Blonde
Yep.
via submission. The next match, which was the Usos versus the Dudleys.
Usos.
Usos beat the
Pointless
Dudleys.
match.
Ever so slightly.
Pointless match because of the following match on Raw was basically just they had the Dudleys versus Usos in a tag team table match.
We've
Which,
done number 4.
which was ridiculous because the table match just got ended by what
Because-
was it? Oh, the Usos died through tables. The Dudleys didn't actually put them through. Rat, you moron!
Yes.
Which
yes.
which then
Which
promptly
angered Bubba Ray
Dudley
Dudley,
for literally stating
who had to
him.
pick up one of the Usos, throw him through a propped up table in the corner, turn
Quickly.
and very pointedly shout at the ref, "Now you
it's
ring the
ringing
bell!"
you dick.
Number 5.
Well, 4.
Number 4,
We've
well,
done
we've
number
covered
4.
that.
Well, we've covered that, but
Zack
it was
Ryder
quite
got his
done.
WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
He got his WrestleMania moments by literally stealing it from The Miz, who was on top of the ladder, getting cocky, got shoved off,
Yeah.
went woo 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 on top of the ladder.
Number 5.
Number 5, Chris Jericho against AJ Styles.
I am
match.
absolutely good match. Not happy with the result.
I don't think it matters in the grand scheme of things, but
No,
I'm sure a lot of people would have
I
preferred
think
the
it would have been
opposite
better
result.
for AJ Styles, seeing as of what he's currently going into right now. But that just seemed like it was Vince's way of saying, "Oh, welcome to the biggest pay-per-view ever. Welcome to the big leads. My boys over you."
No, personally, I think it was
Would
perfect.
you agree?
I think it was just, listen, you need to pay your dues.
Yeah.
Correct.
And I think it was perfect because did you not hear him on Raw, before the match on Raw, when he said, when his motivation for going into that match was, is what he said in the speech, "I'm not here to lose one WrestleMania match and fade away." I think it all made sense.
Yeah.
Bit of sensible booking. So, yeah.
I don't agree with the next match.
Next match, the League of Boredom versus the New Day.
The
Interesting entrance, would you believe?
Yeah, Kofi Kingston picked the attire. It
It
wasn't Xavier Woods, it was Kofi.
Awesome,
Okay.
awesome. Big up to Kofi, and I will state this: awesome way to get certain TV show recognised.
Yeah. Next match, which was a squash.
We didn't actually mention
Seriously,
We
League
didn't
of
have-
Nations
whoa.
won, but the
League-
match wasn't for the
it.
title.
It wasn't for the title, which straight away
And wasn't King Barrett in the match as well?
Yeah.
supposedly meant to be.
Allegedly, it wasn't.
It was actually a handicap match. It was a seven man.
Yeah, well, that's just saying it was a tag match.
No, it wasn't. It's actually
Six-man
it's
tag.
actually incorrect. It was actually a 4-on-3 handicap match because they stated at the end of the match, if I'm not mistaken, it was that no 3-man group could ever dream of taking on the League of Nations ever, which then supposedly prompted a supposed WrestleMania moment, which was Shawn Michaels.
In all fairness, I would have loved to have been in that crowd, just so I
definitely.
can
I would've
say I've seen Shawn Michaels in wrestling gear
Yeah,
again.
absolutely.
Exactly, I will agree with that. It was
And he
wrestling.
looks in good condition.
Oh, definitely.
Shawn Michaels
Definitely.
looks like he
And-
still works
and-
out.
Shawn Michaels looks like he's still 14, can nip up,
Yeah,
flying
definitely.
forearm, super kick, elbow.
it looks like he can
Now,
still go.
a few people might say Mick Foley never looked great in his life. However, he's lost a lot of weight.
He's lost £60.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is a lot of weight.
He says he's lightest since Randy Orton at Judgment Day.
Which is quite
Which is quite
impressive. And amazing. And then the last person to join them.
In all fairness, I think they could have found someone other than Mick Foley to come in for that spot.
You mean someone from Texas? So like a JBL.
Could you imagine if JBL
Stood up.
took over after that one? So they had the 3 Texans go down, the heavy hitters, or if they bought out Michael Hayes with Michaels and Austin.
Yeah, could you imagine the roar from that crowd?
Now, I've just pictured it with JBL. I've just pictured Man McClaw into the Stunner.
Or
Clothesline from hell.
what about Stan Hansen?
Oh, good call. Very good call.
I bet he could deliver a clothesline if he needed to.
Oh, he still
I bet
can.
he can still
He
take
still can
someone's
do
head
it.
off if absolutely necessary.
He can still do it.
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
I think there's better choices than Mick Foley. It took Mick Foley at least 5 minutes walk down the ramp. Fucking
Yeah.
Mick Foley looks... It looks more battered than I do after a Saturday night up Hanley.
and that's saying something.
No comment there.
Right.
I'm not judging anybody because I keep getting referenced as him.
Yeah. A short match, but it led to
Moving
WrestleMania
on.
moment.
Now, moving on, seeing as we've got the League of Boredom beating the New Day, even non-title.
Oh, and by the way, did anyone else clock how much of Steve Austin was basically just using WrestleMania as an opportunity to plug his own beer?
Oh yeah,
That's all he was there for.
of course he was. But he also did his.
Rusev takes one of the best stunners.
I have
Ever.
ever seen.
It looked like he was shot out of a cannon.
and out the ring.
All I can say is I think he's been watching tapes of The Rock.
No, I don't even think that. Because I think it was like, I see you, Rock, and I laze you out the ring.
Steve Austin must have watched WrestleMania 13 and gone, you sold the world's shittest stunner like it was the best. If you don't sell this like a motherfucker, I'm going to drag you up and hit you with another one.
Yeah. And he did not disappoint.
And it was literally thump, thump. It was like bang out, whee out the ring.
It was impressive.
So Brock
That's a
Lesnar,
WrestleMania moment in itself.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Brock Lesnar versus Dean Ambrose.
In a
No
no-hold-
hold bar
no,
street back. Now straight away, that match screams to you. It's going to be a long one.
Yeah.
It's going to be brutal. It's going to be barbaric. There's going to be weapons. It's going to be. Was it?
It was not any of those things, really.
I was expecting like a Triple H versus Brock Lesnar Undertaker style no old board
An
match
absolute war.
where
War.
chairs and all sorts were thrown
Did that
around.
happen?
Not really.
Not really, no.
Just
No.
a Singapore cane.
Never really got out of second gear, did it?
It never got out of second gear, and it felt like a few people have commented that it could have gone a little bit longer.
Next match was my match of the night.
Good solid match, this says. I have to agree with you on this one.
Absolute belter of a match. And that you couldn't have asked them to do any more.
You can't.
Sasha
Amazing
Banks
match.
even recovered from a dive that wasn't going to reach and turned it into a cannonball perfectly.
Oof,
Yeah.
definitely.
I know.
And almost land, and technically did actually land on her head. She actually landed on her head, which technically could have caused some serious damage. Which is Charlotte versus, the, at the time, Divas Championship, or champion.
Oh, yeah.
However, that championship was retired for this match, as this triple threat was for the brand spanking new WWE Women's Championship.
Which, by the way, awesome title belt. If anyone from WWE is listening, retire the tag belts next. They're hideous.
Do you really like the women's title?
It's better than the Divas title is replacing.
Why not bring back the old-fashioned women's title?
Right, I agree with
They're
Nathan.
going for
Right.
corporate.
Let me explain this one quickly. This is my personal view. Yes, I agree with you that the new championship is better than the Divas
It
championship.
basically looks
However-
like something John Cena wants.
However, any bloody belt will look better than the Divas championship. The fact that it looks like either a knockoff toy replica belt or like the supposed TNA Jeff Hardy belt when he was a villain. Anyway,
Listen,
moving on.
Oh no, it's better than what was there.
Yeah.
But I just think you had an appropriate women's title belt that was prestigious already in the archives.
I know what you mean. The one that
And a few
Trish
people,
and
Trish
Lita.
and Lita have worn.
correct, and a few people actually commented, "Isn't that just the world heavyweight title,
Yeah. Just the white strap.
with a white strap and red background?"
I think
Yeah.
they're going for like corporate identity, like they're trying to make the titles similar.
That's
But that's the thing. If they're doing that, can they get rid of the tag titles next?
No,
because
the
those
pro-
things
right.
are
the
a
problem
joke.
that you've got with that is, okay, I agree that they're trying to put over their corporate image and everything. However, the one thing I absolutely loved about different championship is they meant to have that unique look, that unique difference. Do you agree with this one?
It's just identity.
Exactly, and this is why I asked you pick. And to be honest with you,
Like, if they're
what
going
was
to
wrong with the women's championship?
There was
The old
nothing.
one?
But if
Nothing.
they're going to rebrand it, why didn't they rebrand the Intercontinental title when they had the chance? They brought back the 90s Intercontinental belt, the late 80s, early 90s
Yeah,
belt,
yeah.
the white strap,
Yeah,
the one that meant something. Why not bring back the women's championship? You've got Lita there.
That's a fair point. I can't
Correct.
argue with you. Anyway, let's just stick on the fact that it's
Alright.
better than the Divas title. So
Definitely.
they've taken a step in the right
Great
direction.
match, and in all fairness, go watch it again.
brutal.
Watch all of it
Brutal.
again. Yeah.
Brutal match. However, a lot of people complain about the result of the match because everyone's saying Sasha Banks should have won. However,
Her
unfortunately,
moment will come.
Her moment will
she
come.
didn't
She's got
win,
plenty
but her
of
moment
time.
will come. But I
She's only
did
22.
correct. And the biggest shock, the biggest thing about it is, I did actually like the fact that they kept referencing her relationship with
Snake
Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cousin.
good entrances as well.
Amazing entrances.
Charlotte.
It was great to see them all have a unique.
Do you know where Charlotte's robe came from?
They did say it. They mentioned it on commentary. Actually, it was made from one of.
It was
Ric
Ric
Flair's
Flair's final match. The
From
one against Shawn
2009.
Michaels.
Yeah.
Well, that is the same robe Ric Flair wore to the ring.
Yeah. Which is
And
pretty
I
cool.
actually have to give Sasha Banks
In all
also.
fairness, I'm surprised Ric Flair gave that robe to Charlotte.
Yeah. But then also we have to make reference to Sasha Banks.
Yes, we
here,
do.
Which was
Yes, yes,
paying
we do.
homage
Definitely,
to Eddie Guerrero.
it was paying homage to Eddie Guerrero.
That is my one bugbear of that match. And it's just a little nitpick.
What?
Sasha lost her identity for the first 10 minutes of that match. She
Why?
was trying to be too much like Eddie.
Ah, possibly.
Yeah,
Going for the Three Amigos,
yeah.
the hip swivels, and there was too much imitation. You know, the frog
Yeah.
splash to
Be
break
yourself.
off.
I know what you're saying. Sasha has a strong enough character she can just get on.
Yeah.
She can get away with just being herself.
I wouldn't have minded a little hip shake,
yeah.
but going for the frog splash to break something up, and
No,
everything like the Three Amigos.
she needs to be herself.
Like, she's got a badass moveset herself.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Fair enough.
I also think either do a few of his moves or have imitation, have copied gear. Don't do both. Both is too much.
Yeah.
And
Right.
especially, like you're saying, Sasha's a strong enough character. on
So
her own.
straight away here, we've got the point of Charlotte actually beating Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks. However, a lot of people are stating, "How did that happen? Blah blah blah. How did one of them get taken out?" Technically, the other one wasn't taken out. The interesting thing is, Charlotte beat Becky via submission, tap out, by making Becky Lynch tap out, while her father was holding Sasha Banks.
Ric Flair was stopping Sasha from getting in, which
Which
makes
he
sense.
did actually take a bump as well. However, I just felt like as though with it, Ric Flair holding Sasha, nothing was done after. It was like, "Oh, you've lost now." Ha, ha.
Well,
He then walks off scot-free.
next match.
If somebody just cost you the belt that you're going for, what would you do?
In all fairness, I thought the match ended the right sort of way.
It
He
did,
did.
but
No, I
there's
know
no comeuppance.
But it's
didn't-
long
they-
term.
it's a long-term thing. It doesn't have to be because, like we said, Sasha
Fair enough,
Kami's
fair
coming.
enough. Fair
And
enough.
when she finally... if
What's
she
the
finally
point
does
in
win-
adding on the hit at the end
Yeah.
when you know Charlotte's fine and can go up the ramp? That is safer Raw
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
That's something...
because it builds the feud up.
Fair enough.
Exactly.
That's how you take Ric Flair out the occasion
Yeah.
and get a proper one-on-one match.
Yeah.
Probably on the build-up to SummerSlam.
Yes.
Probably.
More
Anyway.
than likely.
Moving on.
Moving on.
This match will have the holy fuck moment.
Shane McMahon is
Shane
just a
McMahon
crazy
is a
bastard.
crazy
Right.
motherfucker.
We're now just going to give a moment to our special guest because he wanted to get something off his chest. Is there anything you'd like to say about this match?
I believe I just did, but I'll repeat it.
You can.
Shane McMahon is one crazy motherfucker.
And we're back in the room. Anyway, Undertaker versus Shane McMahon. Hell in a Cell. If Shane wins, he has
Don't live
control
up to
of
the
Raw.
hype.
If Undertaker lost, he would be barred from competing at WrestleMania ever again. A lot of hype.
Stipulation
First
matches
match.
like that with that much hype.
The problem that you had
rarely
with
live
it
up to
is they didn't need to overdo the stipulations.
They really didn't.
They really didn't. And it felt like it was just overdone a bit too much. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Apart from the table spot, the match was
Mediocre at best. A lot of people could say, "Oh, it's great seeing Shane back doing this."
It was just like a spot fest.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll let coast to coast. No, that's not going to do it.
he hit coast to coast, and it looked awkward as well,
It
especially
looked-
because
Yeah.
he called
He
Taker
fell short
false.
and only kicked him with one foot instead of both.
Yeah, and Taker didn't look like he was positioned right as well.
No.
Also, which probably
Well,
caused a bit of pain.
in all fairness to Shane, being out the ring for that far, I think he did really
I
well.
think he did well.
Yeah.
But
Well,
probably
all I
not
can
one
say
of
to
the
him
top
is
10 Undertaker matches I've seen.
congratulations.
No.
Shane has created a WrestleMania moment
He'll
that no
definitely.
one will ever forget.
Or ever want to attempt again.
Yeah. Because lest we forget, it's off the new and improved
Anyway.
cell, which is twice as high as the old one.
We'll get to that in the next minute. I did think it was quite interesting that he was trying to do the submission game against Taker. But the one counter submission that I didn't like was the sharpshooter. It didn't look right.
I thought the transition was unique.
No. The transition was unique. However, when he actually got the sharpshooter on, it didn't
Oh no,
look
but
right.
in
Well,
all
the
fairness,
transition-
the transition, it was never going
The
to look right.
transition,
It was supposed to look mean, and Undertaker sold that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Was it just me as well, by the way, or what? Shane tried to do the Hell's Gate on the Undertaker, and the commentators flat out refused to call it.
Right. Do I have to make this very, very vocal and very, very clear? Hell's Gate is not what Shane did.
Shane did a triangle, didn't he?
Triangle choke.
Okay.
Hell's Gate is completely different from a triangle choke.
It's a modified
It's
triangle.
it's actually a modified Gurgle plotter.
Yeah.
If you want the proper terminology.
Which
Which is the
is
shin,
it's a different position of the leg.
the leg. It's the shin underneath the throat, and
Yeah.
he's pulling down on the head to.
Whereas the triangle is the legs wrapped around the neck.
One leg under the arm, the other leg over the head, so it's
Yeah.
the old shoulder choking them out. I know that from my own training, from my training.
It's easy getting
knowledge.
mixed up.
There you go.
It is easy getting mixed
in the
up.
heat of the moment, in the middle of the match, where I was getting thoroughly invested in what I was watching. I did, but fair enough. Now I know.
And no one is half the battle.
So Undertaker won that with the tombstone.
But can I just say this? Shall we mention the holy shit moment?
We have mentioned the whole shit
We
moment.
didn't actually mention it
Holy
properly.
shit moment's in the next match, but okay.
Not in the next match.
The whole shit moments of him falling, which he said he fell off something that was twice the size of the old cell. It's like
Yeah.
a 25-foot drop.
It was. What did you think straight away when you saw him go up?
I'm surprised they let him do that.
Yeah.
I am as well.
A lot of people, even,
Especially when his kids were at ringside.
they went to ringside. They actually went to the back.
No,
Did they?
they were at ringside.
Because I'm pretty sure
Jesus
they were
Christ.
sat from ringside.
Yeah,
Jesus.
with the mum.
And when he
Jesus.
did that off a cell, which, yeah, lest we forget, is about a third taller than the one that Foley fell off. If not twice as tall.
Now, a lot of people say, oh, it can't be Mick Foley. Well, let me point this out to you. Foley was thrown off.
I think I'd rather jump off than be thrown off.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think I'd like
I
either to
agree.
happen, but I'd rather, if I had to do it, I want it to
if
be in
if
my
I had a
control.
choice, I'd want it to be my choice. However, what would possess you?
A lot can go wrong. So, say
I
we're
agree.
stood there and, right, today, Matt, you're being thrown off this by Nath. And you'd go, I'm fucking not. You trusted him, put me on that. Can I jump instead?
Yeah, my issue with that as well is recently there have been quite a few instances. Okay, they weren't coming at it from 20 feet in the air, but when those announce tables have not broken, and can you imagine how much damage it would have done Jane if it had not broken and he just
It looked like
bounced
it did a
off
fair amount of damage because he fell awkward through it.
Oh, he did.
Oh, he fell awkwardly through it, but if it had not broken and he bounced up in the air and then landed on it
Oh,
again,
good lord.
it doesn't bear thinking about.
Oh, and do
Short,
wait,
long and the short of it, Shane's a
And
nutter.
do take into account, was it the German team? That was the third team at ringside? Didn't one of them almost get decapitated
No.
when the cell came down?
No. There was nowhere near.
No, it was on the far side of the desk. I don't think there was an issue.
He just oversold it.
Ah,
Yeah.
like a good commentator.
Yeah, so let's go on to the next match. Corbin won the Battle Royal. Nothing interesting to talk about in that
Well,
match.
there is one
It
thing.
was a battle royal.
There is one thing that is quite interesting about it. It was nice to see Corbin to win it. I thought it was because I think he's paid his dues in NXT.
I thought
quite
it
a
was
bit.
annoying Corbin winning it, as it was that
No.
despite his limited efforts, the crowd were determined to cheer him, which undermined him no end.
Next match.
We'll get more of that. Now, next match.
Oh, speaking of pointless,
Stop where you are right now. So basically, we had Dean Ambrose match cut short. A few people said the women's match could have gone longer, and a few other matches could have gone a bit longer.
I am about to break a load of people's opinions and probably about to attract the biggest heat. I understand why you give The Rock 20 minutes. The Rock is the biggest mainstream star you have got.
I agree, but
And if The Rock says, I will give you 20 minutes of my time to go out on the camera and publicise why people should tune in every night, I would happily give The Rock 20 minutes. If I've got a choice between giving Dean Ambrose and Brock Lesnar, Brock Lesnar's a brilliant draw, but Dean Ambrose, not yet. Probably only got 4 or 5 years left in him because of his style.
I'm
Or
not saying this.
The Rock
No,
going
no,
out talking
no.
his 10,000 catchphrases.
don't get me wrong.
Don't get us
I
wrong.
will give The Rock 20 minutes quite happily. That's not
Happily.
what I'm referring to as pointless. What I'm referring to as pointless is the, and I'm air punctuating here, which you can't see on the podcast, match element of The Rock's segment. All 6 seconds of it. Done solely to break the WrestleMania fastest match record. And a complete waste
It
of
was
both
something
guys.
for the live fans, wasn't it? It was a thanks for coming. Surprise.
I think he actually did. Was it close to beating his own record?
What? It is the fastest match ever at WrestleMania.
No.
It
Rock's
beat
record.
Kane versus thing for the ECW title.
It was
I forget who it was, but Kane beat someone for the ECW title quite quickly.
Eddie Guerrero. No, Chavo.
Yeah, Chavo.
Oh, right.
No, I meant Rock's personal record.
Oh no, I'm only thinking
Which,
in the
if
sphere
I'm
of
not
a
mistaken,
WrestleMania
was
record.
against Bossman.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not really that
The
old.
I think
the
it
previous
might have been
Wrestle-
close.
Well,
Anyway,
the previous WrestleMania
It might
record
be referencing that,
stood from the original WrestleMania. Was it not 9 seconds?
which was
Special Delivery Jones, can't remember who beat him, but he lost in 9 seconds.
Next match, Reigns
Anyway.
beat Triple H. I'm not really that old to watch it.
we're not gonna. Good answers for Triple H.
Not really.
I thought because I thought it was something different. But however, they were trying.
One's
to...
as good as his Terminator entrance.
No.
And it
Far
wasn't
from-
as good as his King of Kings entrance at
No.
30.
I just said good entrance. I never said great entrance. the point being is, I thought it was interesting. However, it just seemed like they were trying to really push Triple H. I'm the bad guy.
Well, they had to because
However, Triple
Roman
H
Cena-
turns in. Yay! Reigns enters. Boo!
Roman Cena did not get the response that the whole WWE machine wanted.
Don't you mean Al Hijo did the Cena? As some people have mentioned on a certain Heelbook page.
The point being, he got unmercilessly booed,
And supposedly, but on the network, they somehow managed to cut the boos out.
Of course, yeah, it's delayed.
Yeah, so
They don't
straight
go
away,
live
so
straight
it wasn't
So
as
it's
loud.
like, what is it, 5-10 second delay?
Because supposedly it was meant to be deafening there
Yeah.
for the boos.
Right, so that's our review of Mania. We're going to wrap this up because we're cutting into Sunday morning time, which is God's Day.
Absolutely.
Pretty much.
So you can find us on Facebook. We are The Burning Truth.
That we are.
Find us on theburningtruth@outlook.com. You can find Matt Burns on Twitter at Matt the Bad Boy Burns. You can find him on his Facebook page,
Matt Burns UK.
or I Am a Merchor.
I am not a Metro.
Enough! Moving swiftly on.
You can find me on Facebook. I'm at Nathan Goff. You can find our comrade in arms
On
his-
Twitter.
On Twitter.
on Six Towns Radio,
Oh yeah, on Six Towns Radio, which you can listen to at sixtowns.co.uk.
or if you go on TuneIn Radio.
Yeah. Or if you download the Six Towns app from the
Six Towns-
smartphone, either one.
Either way.
You can get the app for
Google
both.
Play.
Yeah.
Through Google Play Store or through
or the
App Store.
Yeah. Also, you can find me on Twitter at Johnny_Blaze_08.
And you can find him on the Motor Racing podcast, which he's just started.
Yeah, which is called And Look at That, after the Murray Walker, what he said when Nigel Mansell's tyre exploded.
And look at that.
And look at that! Sort of in disbelief. Anyway, that is And Look at That on Twitter, and the podcast is available on Mixcloud. Mixcloud.com/And Look at That.
Right. So that's it from us.
That's quite a bit to take in. Anyway, as for anything that we want to reference or anything, we are actually sponsoring the Plaza Doubles.
Yeah. Season's coming in towards its last time round. Me and my brother are top of the league by a point going into the last time round.
Hey!
Some people call it a fix, I just call it dumb
Cool.
luck.
And if you're going to give out any shout outs or anything, we'll most likely be doing that through the actual our social media as well. Unfortunately, because of the time that we've actually got left, we're just going to put all advertisements on to the social media. So if there's anything, and also if you've got any questions or anything you want to just mention, you're more than welcome to message us either through email, social media, anything. We are approachable.
And apart from that, thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Cheers for listening.
And
Nice one.
as always, check out your local wrestling and stay well, stay safe. Bye.